Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Rooted in the Divine. Today we're going to be doing a 3-card self-care spread for the Scorpio. So, hello, beautiful Scorpio. How are you today? I hope you're having an amazing day. We are going to pull 3 cards. Or I am, I guess. We'll pull 3 cards, and then we will pull one inner child and one angel. Well, okay. So we'll pull 4 cards today for you. And am I going to need to move this deck out of the way? I don't. Actually, I don't think so. All right. You got 4 cards. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. What do you got here? Sweet treats. Okay, very good. Write a gratitude list. Nice. Hydrate and family. Good stuff. Sweet treats. Who doesn't love a sweet treat, right? Just a little something. It doesn't have to be crazy. Doesn't have to be super sweet. Tell you what is delicious though, some chocolate covered strawberries. Those are amazing. And you could also make those yourself. You're getting a little fruit, a little chocolate. All right, so here we go. Sweet treat. All right, your mantra. Life is sweet to me. Indulge in a sweet treat every once in a while so that it remains truly special. Can be so good for the soul. Yeah, I didn't read that very well, did I? That sounded like choppy, didn't it? Indulging in a sweet treat every once in a while so that it remains truly special can be good for the soul. This is not the time to restrict calories. This is about treating yourself to something delightful. Head to your favorite bakery to pick up something tasty or ask a friend or family member for a special recipe that you can make at home. Set an intention and infuse good energy into your sweet creation. Treat the process of making it and eating it like a sacred ritual. Whether you eat it alone or share it with loved ones, before you take that first bite, say a prayer to express your gratitude for the nourishment and joy it will provide. Be sure to savor every second and keep your mind clear while eating it so you can experience it mindfully. That is cool. Journal prompt. What is your favorite food to indulge in? What does it remind you of, and how does it make you feel? That's pretty cool. So you're doing, I like that. That's like you're doing a baking ritual, or you're making an intention, setting an intention to create something for yourself that you're truly gonna just enjoy and indulge in, and you're putting that beautiful energy into creating it just for you. I mean, you could share it, yes, but you're making it for you. Setting your intentions. I mean, you could do it up and be cute and all the things if you really wanted to. Put on your fancy apron if you have one. Or this is an invitation to get you one. Like, get you some cute little things that are going to help you to enjoy that moment, you know? Put some crystals in your kitchen while you're baking. If you don't already have them, this is an invitation. Make your space, make it a ritual, pour that good intention, and then when you're eating it, just enjoy it. Like, really have that moment, which is cool that this comes up next to it too, because then it's like also you could write that into your gratitude list. Like, you're grateful for taking the time to experience that sweet treat and how did you feel when you were eating it? Like, what gratitude and beautiful emotions came up for you, you know? So that ties into it. All of this actually really, it's so beautiful when it all just, it just flows, because then it's telling you need to keep your body hydrated and connect with your family. So this is like nourishing the mind, body, soul on all the levels. Okay, so for our next one, right? Is she gonna? She's not gonna. She's blurry. It says write a gratitude list. Okay. The mantra, I am grateful. Ultimately, the only thing we can fully control is our thoughts. That's the truth. To call in good vibes, write a list of things that you're grateful for. It can be for any given day or just a general list of good stuff in life. Of the good stuff in life. Reflect on past difficult situations to uncover the lessons that were hidden in them. Feel gratitude for how everything has evolved to land you where you are now. Practicing gratitude allows us to shift back to the present moment and recognize how divinely orchestrated life truly is. Holding on to resistance and expectations keeps us attached to our suffering. When we take time to consistently and authentically express our appreciation for others, we receive gratitude in return. This process creates a beautiful cycle of positivity that propels us forward and into a more positive and stable experience of life. Journal prompt. What are you grateful for? How can you show more gratitude daily? Wow. Yeah, so and going through past experiences, you're gonna have to turn that key of emotion and dig in without judgment. That's the biggest thing, is learning how in the hurts to tap into the situation and say, okay, what was here for me to learn? What lessons can I take from this without judging any of it? Because the judgment only hurts us, only hurts you. It took me a long time to realize that. And it is deep inner work to acknowledge the bumps in an honest way and say, okay, without judgment towards anybody, yourself, the situation, anybody. Without judgment, what lesson was there for me to learn? What can I take away from this that is making me better, that made me better? And that's a big thing, and it's easy to do, but I guess it's easy to say. To dig in and really do it takes a lot of effort and a lot of self accountability and a lot of self-love, because the goal is not to judge yourself or anyone else for it, because you're just truly trying to learn and take the lessons to apply them so that you can release what doesn't serve you anymore, and really truly allowing your ego to get out of the way so that you can dive into those things to better yourself, because it's not for anyone else. It doesn't do anything for anyone else. This is truly for you, but as you tap in and better yourself, the people around you will notice. You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you, but it's just a residual effect of you working on being the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? So it's interesting because it's like, yes, start a gratitude list and be grateful and do that. But also, as you start to get down the list, start to kind of dig in a little bit more and see what you can really yield, those big freaking gems of wisdom that are like, holy crap. Man, I'm grateful for knowing this now, because now I understand why I did that, or how to move forward, you know? So that's really cool. And then good old hydrate. Don't we love moisture? Yes. Yes, we do. Moisture is great for your insides. Keeps everything fluid, everything moving. Water matters very much. Okay, so the mantra. I am made of water and in touch with the tides of life. Which is actually funny that this came up. But then again, it's not, because it's your reading, right? So I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just fun to me. I truly enjoy being able to do this. This is really cool. This is something that I enjoy doing, being able to, like, this is fun. Like, creating routines and creating a fun beauty routine for the mind, body, and soul. I love this. Okay, so it says, water is life. It's a resource we need to greet with deep reverence and respect. On this blue planet, water is in abundance. However, clean, fresh drinking water can be challenging to find in some communities. Whenever possible, go out of your way to have enough clean water to drink and set intentions to making drinking water a sacred experience. Infuse your water with positive intentions. Adorn your water vessels with sacred symbols and uplifting words to infuse the contents with positive vibes. Drink spring water to enjoy many vital minerals and nourish your body. Remain in awareness of how blessed you are to have clean drinking water, and be mindful of how you can assure that others have it too. Through making eco-conscious choices, you can help preserve the resources of this planet and support access to clean drinking water for all beings. The journal prompt. Are you happy with your water source? If not, how can you upgrade your water supply? So that's pretty interesting too. It's saying, infuse the water that you're drinking with intentions, because the water absorbs the energy. Water is energy, so if you are putting blessings and positive vibrations, and if you have like crystals that are safe for water, or you have like a crystal container, or you're making moon water or anything like that, that's really cool, because you get to set the intentions and you're taking that into your body. So it's got all those good healing vibrations, all those positive affirmations, and you're just taking it into your body. You're infusing it into your whole self, mind, body, soul. It's all going in there, And then it's like this too. While you're cooking, you're baking, you're setting your intention and infusing that with good, positive vibrations, good affirmations, and that gets to be really cool. Like having a cup with affirmations and things like that on them. Like, it gets to be really neat. It gets to be fun. You get to enjoy it and do it as big or as small as you want to. Family. That's cute. Yeah, this routine, it gets to be as big and fabulous or as small as you want it to be. It is totally up to you. You get to customize it. But also, don't shrink it down. Don't ever minimize your ability to be able to take care of yourself, to make time for you, because remember, nobody else is going to make that time for you but you. You have to honor the time for your mind, body, and soul, because no one else is going to if you're not doing it. It starts with you, so you setting the intentions, even if you're starting small and you're like, this week, my goal is to make me one treat, and I'm going to indulge myself. And then maybe in a couple days, I'll write the gratitude journal. Or, however you decide to do it. Even if you decide to do this sweet treats and you have somebody come make it with you, but they know your intention behind it. And you get to make it a whole ritual by adding someone else into your mix. Like, just for example, you want to make chocolate covered strawberries. And you want your mom or your daughter or your son or whoever, it doesn't even matter, a friend or whoever, you want to invite them to come set the intention with you and make it a whole deal. You could put your crystals around, get your aromatherapy going, get your cute aprons, your hats, if you want to put on little hats. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? The world is your oyster and you get to have fun and play with it. And you're also building an experience that you're always going to have with you. And that's something you can write down in your gratitude journal, like how that all came together for you, how it made you feel. That's that's really cool. Okay, so the mantra for family: I share unconditional love and receive it in return. Peaceful relations with your family, whether biological, adopted, or chosen, are incredibly important. Families can offer a sense of unconditional love and be there for you in times of need. You're being called to tune into the energy of unconditional love. Many of us store unresolved family traumas. As the time passes and we evolve our perspective, we can find forgiveness in our hearts. We eventually realize that our families have always done the best they could with the resources, level of emotional development, and knowledge they had at the time. Tap into your divine motherly nature as you practice forgiveness and unconditional love. Look for opportunities to heal any old wounds with family members and find ways to connect with them, whether it's through a phone call, sharing a meal, or planning a visit. If connecting directly is not possible, try finding peace through meditation and by setting intention to transform any negativity into feelings of love. The journal prompt: what problem areas, if any, remain unresolved with your family? How do you think resolving any outstanding issues would impact your life? That's a good one. That's a really good one, because family does, my nose is a little itchy. Family ties into a lot of stuff. The old, what do they call that? The conditioning, trying to peel off and decondition to figure out who you really are on a soul level, and being able to give them love and have love for them, even if they can't be a part of your life. That gets to be okay if they can't. Just because they're your family doesn't mean that they have to be a part of your life. That doesn't mean that you have any hate or ill will towards them. Not by any means, because you don't want that for your own life, That's not the energy that you want around you. You don't want to have that feeling or any ickiness towards anybody, you know what I mean? So you keep the people close that you love, that are on your same wavelength, and enjoy those relationships. Tap into them and nurture them. And for the ones that really don't serve, if they never add any sprinkles to your party, it gets to be okay to not have them around. And it doesn't matter if it's your mother. It doesn't matter if it's your father. It doesn't matter if it's your brother or your sister. That hurts. It hurts a lot, but I tell you, to be able to just see the relationship for what it is and say, I still love you, and I wish nothing but the best for you. But you and I, if we weren't related, I wouldn't be friends with you. I wouldn't have a relationship with you. Then that tells you what you need to know. That doesn't mean you need to treat the person bad. That doesn't mean that you talk bad about the person. It just shows you that you're not meant to be, and that gets to be okay. You get to still love them from afar. And you get to love yourself more by realizing that you're not trying to make it fit when it just doesn't fit. That gets to be okay for your self-preservation, for your soul, for your sanity. Just know that that gets to be okay for you. And it's not easy to do either. It's not easy to be honest, especially when it is a parent or a sibling because they're so close to you. When you know in your soul that this isn't right and you continuously give chances and it doesn't work. Know it for what it is. Love them, let them go. And it gets to be okay, Take the lessons from that relationship, from that situation, and what can you use for your growth? You know what I mean? But the ones that you're trying to spend time with, try doing something like this. Try making a little afternoon of it, some family or friends together and do something fun. Create something beautiful. Okay, so now we will pull an inner child. I'm curious to know what you bake. I would love to know what you end up making. You're going to make cupcakes, cookies. I'll tell you what. Cookies. I cannot bake cookies, and I do not understand why. I have trouble. I could follow the recipe. This is the craziest thing. I don't like following recipes. However, I understand with baking that you have to because it's science. You got to do it. You can be liberal with some things, but when it comes to like the structural ingredients, they matter. And I just can't. My cookies always just go, and I end up with like a big cookie mess, and it just never feels good to me. My Virgo doesn't like it. Like, this did not come out right. All right. Speak to yourself with kindness. That is cool. It says, become aware of how you speak to yourself. That definitely ties in to this too. Even this, because what was maybe something that somebody said to you when you were a kid or something that gave you a limiting belief. You know what I mean? That made you feel a little bit less in some area. This is speak to yourself with kindness. Don't worry about the garbage that other people tried to put on you. Speak to yourself with kindness. Write your gratitude list. Speak to your water with beautiful affirmations so that your whole body, all that water in your body, picks up those good vibrations. So you're just ruminating with goodness, right? Making your food, even aside from the sweet treats here, making your meals at night or your breakfast, lunch, dinner, however you're eating, taking the time for at least one meal to set intentions while you're cooking. Ooh, that scared me a little bit. That sucker just flew out. All right, 18. What does that say? I can't see. I think that says, I am kind-hearted. We're going to roll with kind-hearted, okay? Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Let's read the card. It says, okay, so your number is 18. You are both open-minded and open-hearted. And your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. You are kind-hearted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that's supposed to say. This is good though. Open-minded, kind-hearted. That's beautiful. I'd say this is a pretty good message. I would love to know, like I said, I want to know if you get a cup or whatever you do to infuse your water. I would love to see it or know. That'd be nice. And definitely, what are you baking? Because what, you could even make candy. Who makes taffy or jams? I don't know. There's people that do it though. You know, that would be cool to see. So, however you set this up, let me know if something resonates for you. Let me know if you try something. I would just love to know. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was fun. I look forward to the next one. Have the most amazing day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.